Hey, what's up? Andrew Kramer here, and welcome to another very exciting blog show. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a recent short film we created to show off a new tutorial on advanced time freezing. That's quite a mouthful, but this time freezing stuff, it's going to be like... See that? It was very expensive to do that, and I don't think we're going to be able to do that again. But hopefully the tutorial will teach you how to do it. Now, we can talk about the behind-the-scenes stuff and everything that went into it right after we watch it. So here it is. Oh, no, it's over here.
Don't turn around. What did I just say?
All right. Why can't I turn around?
Because I don't want you to see my face.
Well, I can see your face right here.
I'll ask the questions here. Where's the money?
What money? I'll have it.
When are you going to have it?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Today.
I don't know if I'm believing you.
Alright, so a lot of things happening here, and there's a few things that you may not actually be aware of that are visual effects because we're cheap. And although we had an $80 million budget, a lot of that got spent on other things, sadly, like a jacuzzi pool table, and then there was the jacuzzi helicopter. That was expensive, very expensive. More expensive than I would have thought, but apparently they had to. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to try to do, because anytime you have a car in a movie, you expect it's going to blow up. So one of the gags was to sort of build up this moment where, you know, hopefully people think the car was going to explode. I mean, I thought it was going to explode when I first saw it, even though I made the film because, you know, you never know. Somebody could break into your office and start working on stuff and add explosions where there shouldn't be explosions. So I was shocked and also surprised and relieved. Now, before we talk about the rest of this stuff, I will tell you there's actually an alternate cut that we made early on. You know, here's the idea. Like, we wanted to create the effect. I mean, we start with, okay, what is the effect we're trying to, you know, demonstrate? I think there's a different paradigm for our site. We're trying to show you effects and build a story around it, whereas hopefully people who are filmmakers are trying to create a film, and the effects hopefully enhance that film. So the basic idea was to have Sam's head pushed through the glass window, and you know, I wasn't sure exactly what we were going to do. John and Sam, they both sort of improv'd, you know, the interaction, hopefully leading up to his head being thrown out the window. I know while we were filming it, I thought, wouldn't it be funny if, you know, he looks up at the rearview mirror and says, you know, so there was a lot of flexibility, needless to say. And we have this alternate version which just lets them talk a little bit more. There's a few more hits, so it's kind of interesting to see what they came up with. So let's just take a quick look.
Don't turn around. What did I just say?
Who are you? Why don't you want me to turn around?
Because I don't want you to see my face.
Well, I can see your face right here.
I'll ask the questions here. Where's the money?
What money?
You're really gonna piss me off here.
Okay.
When I get mad, I do more than just hit. Is that okay with you?
Yes,
Smart
yes,
guy?
yes.
Okay, where's my money?
Well, I'll have it. I'll have it.
When are you gonna have it?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Today.
I don't know if I'm believing you.
Now, we shot with the 7D and primarily with the red. I think it looks pretty cool for not really having too many lights set up. We just had this one RE light and another sort of like tube light. We did have actually an interior car kit that sort of creates lights overhead and just makes it a little easier to see the people inside of the car. So that was kind of a nice bonus. Now, as we go through some of the different shots in the short, let's talk about some of the extra things that you may not notice, or maybe you did. But first, when Sam's walking to the car, he actually just gets right into the car. And one of the things we wanted to do was build a little bit more suspense. So we actually reshot Sam outside of the car in our studio here on the green. And, he's reaching for the handle, and I just parked the car right inside the garage, basically. And so we just kind of recolored it so that it would integrate. But that whole scene was shot kind of on another day. Now, for the headlights turning on, we had a subtle use of optical flares, and you can also see the light that gets created or casted on the ground so that, it looks like the car is illuminating the scene a bit. And that was sort of our moment where hopefully the car would explode as you cut to that wide shot, but unfortunately not. Now, here's another interesting thing that we kind of came up with along the way. I just thought it would be funny if Sam kept getting hit, this entire conversation. And so we shot sort of long from the hood. We shot inward. And what was nice is that the back of the seat was right next to Sam's head, so right here. So as he's hitting him, he's actually just hitting the back of the seat. And, from that angle, it just looks like Sam's really getting hit hard in the face. And that way we didn't have to fake it or keep cutting so that you wouldn't see the actual contact. So we were surprised it actually worked pretty well. Lucky for Sam, too, because I would have said, well, just hit him.
Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Now, of all the things people pointed out about the short, one of the things that people didn't say was about this RE light that's in the background of this window. So maybe somebody noticed it, but painting that out, that would have just taken too long. What else can we talk about? The final effect, there's something interesting here. We shot it at 4K, so we shot really wide. And the dolly is just moving horizontally, so it's just moving parallel with the action. And what we did is we tracked Sam's face so that instead of the shot moving horizontally, it almost looks like we're orbiting around it in a 360-degree action. So basically, Sam and John are sitting very, very still. They're not moving, or they're trying not to move, trying not to breathe, and then we're sort of orbiting around it. And then we track the shot. We add the glass and the reflections. We shot an HDR of the garage with, so we can have it for the reflection pass on the glass. And, there's really not a lot to it. It's just the glass as well as them in the shot. Now, one interesting thing is we saw a few comments talking about the camera projection technique. And they said, Sam and John, they don't look real because, it looks like a camera projection effect, when in fact, it is 100% real. And it's kind of interesting how real things can sometimes look fake. And, you do, visual effects and they can look more realistic, so maybe we're just getting used to it and we expect the world to be a little bit different than it really is.
I don't know if I'm believing you.
All right, I want to thank everybody for checking the short out. I think we have a really cool community where we can all sort of come together and, talk about movies, even ones that aren't very good. So anyway, I'm Andrew Kramer, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.